Happy Friday, everybody. How are you today? I hope you are doing well. It is hot everywhere. It's very hot here. So I've got my fan blowing on me, and hopefully it will not distort the sound. It should not, because it's way over there. Okay, so I found a song of Keith's that I'm going to do, and this one's pretty easy actually. This is Where the Blacktop Ends. Another one of his early hits. Like I want to say it was like, was it a single? I'm not sure if it was a single off of his first album, but we love it, and he always played it in concert. So here we go. Where the Black Top Ends. Gonna kick off my shoes and run in bare feet with the grass and the dirt and the gravel on me. Going back to the well, gonna visit old friends, feed my soul where the blacktop ends. I'm looking down the barrel of Friday night, riding on a river of freeway lights. Goodbye city, I'm country bound till Monday rolls around. Gonna kick off my shoes and run in bare feet with the grass and the dirt and the gravel on me. Going back to the well, gonna visit old friends and feed my soul where the blacktop ends. Yeah. Working in the grind is an uphill road, punching that clock and carrying that load. I busted all weekend, then I'm free. The weekend belongs to me. Gonna kick off my shoes and run in bare feet with the grass and the dirt and the gravel on me. Going back to the well, gonna visit old friends, feed my soul where the blacktop ends. Give me some fresh air, give me that farm, give me some time with you in my arms. Far away from the hustle and the pressure and the noise. Gonna kick off my shoes and run in bare feet with the grass and the dirt and the gravel on me. Going back to the well, gonna visit old friends, feed my soul. You betcha. Gonna kick off my shoes and run in bare feet with the grass and the dirt and the gravel on me. Going back to the well, gonna visit old friends, feed my soul with a blacktop ends. With a blacktop ends. With a blacktop ends. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Early on in his early concerts, this is where he would go into the audience and just kind of, he'll go up one aisle, go across the back, and go down another aisle. And I remember that from the Ryman. That was my very first concert at the Ryman in 2005, I believe it was. And I saw him at the Ryman for the very first time. And then I saw him at our fan club party that year in June. And I think it was 2005. And he had just met Nicole, I believe. And so he came out, and I don't know what happened at the fan club party, but they only have so much time, right? So I don't think they told Keith that because we waited like an hour and a half for him to come out on stage. And then when he finally came out, he was pissed because he was like, Well, they tell me we have to be out here at 1, and it was like 12:15, 12:30. And that he was really pissed that we were going to have a whole lot of time together, you know. So it was a big miscommunication there. But he was fun. I actually got an upgrade to a seat right in front of the stage. And back in that time, my knees, my knee injuries from my car accident were really bad. So I couldn't stand up in the pit like a lot of people do. And there was this one person in front of me. She had her phone up the entire time. All I could see was her stupid arm. It was horrible. I should have said something. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't have the chutzpah I do now back then. So today I would say, could you please put your arm down so I can see Keith? I had taken some photos, but unfortunately, like I've told you, all of my photo albums were lost. So, but it was a great memory. He sang a couple of songs, all acoustic, and it was fun. And that was the only fan club party he had, which was really odd to me. But then he married Nicole, and then he went into rehab. So a lot of things were happening, and I guess he just didn't have time. But when you're at a concert, it's like it's like a big friend group because he's so interactive with the audience. And every single night, people bring signs, and he will bring the house lights up and read these signs. And whatever one he likes, he brings them up on stage. He's done this his entire career. He brings them up on stage, talks to them. I saw one where I think it was three ladies that come up on stage, and he decided he was going to call their husbands to make sure they were home. It was so funny. I just like, hey, this is cute, but we just want to make sure that you're home tonight. He has such a great sense of humor. And another thing about the fan club party was that he took a picture, okay, with his back to us, to the audience, and he had a sign on the back of his butt, something like, what did it say? Shame on y'all. Oh God, because he knows, the women just go nuts over him. So those are just a few funny things that I've remembered about Keith over the years. And another thing I want to say about Keith is that you know how some women really like get obsessed over celebrities and they think of them in a sexual way. I've never felt that way about Keith. Actually, I've never felt that way about any of the people I have, idolized throughout my years. Donny Osmond was my first crush, but I never thought of him like I want to kiss him. I want to do that with him. I just thought he was cute, and he just appealed to me. And I've never felt that way, and I think it's a little strange to me. But of course, when I was married, um, after our tragic event that happened, I was in a such a deep depression, 4 years of a deep depression. And the day that I saw Keith on that CMT Daytona Beach special, he sparked something in me, and I don't know what it was, but he brought me back to life. He really did. And that is why I so wanted to meet him and tell him what he did for me. After 10 years of trying, I finally got a meet and greet in 2014. I would say, it was probably about 95 degrees with high humidity that day. I'm going to take my glasses off. With very high humidity that day. And walking from the parking lot to the venue, I was exhausted. Because back then, in 2004, my physical disabilities had pretty much just started and they were bad. You know, my knees were bad from a car accident I had. My back was bad from the car accident. But I had to walk, you know, from the parking lot to the venue. And then somebody met us up front somewhere and, you know, greeted us and led us down to where he was. And of course, they all went ahead of me because I couldn't walk very fast. So by the time I got to the gate, I felt so bad. I felt like I was going to pass out. I really did. It was that hot, guys. Um, so I was actually the first one online. I'm kind of mad that I was in a way because I was so out of it because of, you know, on the verge of a heat stroke, literally. So I went up the stairs. I saw Keith there. He hugged me. And then it was like, I don't know what happened, but like a flash of blackout, maybe, possibly, because the next time I realized what was going on, he was over by the photo booth with another fan and telling me, come over, come over. That's probably why he has such a strange look on his face in my meet and greet photo, because he had no idea what was going on with me, you know. So I didn't even get a chance to talk to him because the minute they took that picture, the other girl that was with me started talking to him, and they rushed me off, you know. So, but you know, at least I got to put my arm around him, and he put his arm around me, and I all I could say was, "You're awesome," and he said, "You are too," and then I was just whisked away. And I tell you, I actually got a water bottle. You know, I bought some water from the venue. I poured that thing over my head. That's how hot I was, and I can't believe. Thank God I survived. I could have passed out, you know. And I have a feeling it's going to be just as bad here in New Hampshire because I'm looking at the weather forecast. Oh, did I show you my shirt? This is my sexy shirt. Well, he's always sexy, but this one's really sexy. He's so sexy in this one. So yeah, it's gonna be real hot, and I'm actually thinking about maybe not wearing one of his shirts because they are very. Most of them are pretty heavy, you know, cotton. I'll see if I can find one that's lightweight, but this one's pretty lightweight actually. I might do this one. You know, I'm gonna do the lightest one that I have because it's gonna be murder out there. I can see it now, but I can't, I could not afford to go into Section 1 this year, unfortunately. The ticket prices have gone up, just like everything else in the world. Ticket prices have gone up. Typically, a Keith Urban concert would cost me maybe between $70 and $80 for most of all the concerts up until this time. I've always gotten really good, you know, good deals. And but the first section is actually like $139 for a ticket. And I was like, I had just gotten my tax return, but I was hoping to be able to go to two concerts. But then, you know, I decided, well, I'll just do the one. I really wanted to go to Mohegan Sun in Connecticut again because it was such a fantastic experience. I loved that venue. You could see him no matter where you sat. And but I had to go a section back. So I'm going to be a little bit further back. I hope I can get my phone close enough, you know, to get some footage and some pictures. I think those tickets were like 109 um, in the section. And I hope that, I believe that's under the canopy too. Yeah, I think it is. I would not want to be out in the humidity for sure. So anyway, those are just a few stories of Keith and why I love him so much. I owe him everything. He saved my life. He saved my depression. He got that spark back in me again, and I'll forever be grateful. And I will love him until the day that I die. So there. Okay, guys, I hope you've enjoyed some of these stories, and I will be back tomorrow with a song, and I'll probably do one on Sunday morning as well. Why not? Everybody take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.